This is John Flood, the academic principal at Churchill House. John, nice to meet you. How long have you been academic principal here at Churchill House?
15, 16 years, and before that I was the Director of Studies, so I've been at the school about 23 years altogether.
I see, and what does your job involve?
It involves overseeing all the personnel side of the teaching staff and class planning, which involves testing the students on arrival, interviewing them on arrival, making sure they get in the right level of class, and then obviously making sure they're happy when they're in the class.
Your job must involve a lot of planning.
Yes, it involves two types of planning mainly. Short term, which is the planning for next week, next month, which is the who's going to teach, how many students will there be, what classes they're going to be in, and it involves long-term planning, is how many teachers will I need in 6 months, 9 months, next year.
Do you test the students in any way before they arrive?
Yes, all these tests are sent out. If they're sent out either directly to the student or through the agent. Sometimes the students they come from a long way from the city where they actually book through the agent and they fly from that city, so we can't pre-test them, but then they are tested on arrival. We sit them in a room. Yeah.
You must employ a large number of teachers. Are any of them specialists in any particular type of English, for instance, business teaching?
Yes, lots of them, and there are a number of older teachers who've had a long life in business and work before they became EFL teachers, so they've got a lot of experience. There are special teachers for juniors. We have state school teachers at both primary and secondary level who have a lot of experience dealing with our younger students in the summer, and occasionally with our group closed classes outside summer. If they're younger students, we give them to those particular teachers. And there are other specialities. There are people who have all sorts of different jobs that are very useful for one-to-one students who want a particular experienced teacher. So yes, there's a lot of different backgrounds.
And how many classrooms do you have?
Outside the summer we use anywhere between 15 and 20 classrooms, and inside the summer up to 32, sometimes 33, but that number of classrooms. Yeah. So it's a big school.
I see. Yeah. And what happens if a student has a problem in class? Can they see you or one of your colleagues?
Every student receives a timetable. On the timetable it gives them times to come to the DOS office. The DOS office is open, there's the Director of Studies office. It's open all the time, and although we give them times, we never turn away anybody who comes down to see us.
And for how many students do you plan courses in a year on average?
The outside summer there are between 150 to 300 in a month, depending on the month. In the months of the summer, it can go up to 650, 700.
It must be quite a rewarding role.
Yes, it is, because you get you're dealing with different people all the time. You're dealing with the administration and the planning, which is very detailed, and you've got to be very conscientious about that. And that has its own rewards, getting it right. And you're dealing with young students who have got a lot to give and bring from different nationalities, which even after all the years I've been doing it is still really interesting. And you're dealing with all the personnel matters of all the teachers, which are enormously varied. So yes, it's always very interesting, no matter what you get. Yeah.
You're clearly a very busy man. It's been very good of you to spare your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.